Happy New Year. Happy 2025. Is it starting off the way you expected it to? With terrorist attacks, apparently. So I had to go live. Sorry I'm early, but also I'm kind of late. So Happy New Year 2025. This reminds me, I almost had flashbacks. I haven't seen a truck attack for a long time. So I'll get you up to date on the news. Biden just spoke incoherently, as always. We may be under a coordinated national terror attack, possibly. So that's what we have to consider. Or it could be an elaborate psyop perpetrated by the CIA, mostly. So, one or the other. Could be the bad guys, or it could be the good guys who just have to kill people once in a while, just to keep people in line. So, I don't know. It seems like I woke up and saw some stuff about New Orleans. It was an electric truck. Then a cyber truck blew up in front of Trump Tower in Vegas. I thought, oh, it's not. I mean, Cybertruck blow up. Teslas blow up all the time, from what I understand. So nothing new there. But then I looked at it again, and there are fireworks going off in the video. I mean, it's crazy. So he had fireworks in there. I can't wrap my head around it yet. That's for sure. Free thought. Thank you. Could be a psyop or could be a terror attack. Why not both? Yeah, right. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up for everybody. Yes, it could be both. Well, it certainly will be used against us. It's just a question of how. So, I mean, they do love it when stuff like this happens. They, the alien or the lizard people, they love it because then they get to do things. So ISIS, Trump is going to have trouble because Trump defeated ISIS. So I guess he'll blame it on Biden. That's what people are doing. Do you guys want to see something uplifting for 2025? I can start early with it. No, maybe I'll play it after my intro. 2025 started off slowly. I was like, oh, truck attack. People will get over that, I was thinking. Like, it's not the first time. Not even the first time for a terror attack with trucks in America. Remember there was one in New York City, like in Times Square back in the day. And I think that's actually the one I cover. I think that's the first one I covered. And then, of course, back in the day, I did say it was fake. I did say that. I'm not saying that. I have to figure out YouTube, they have rules. You can't say a mass casualty event didn't happen. So, but you can say that you did say it in the past. I hope. Pray to them. Please, YouTube gods, etc. But yeah, that takes me back. There were other terrorist attacks with trucks back in the day too, back when ISIS was still a thing. But ISIS hasn't been a thing for a long time. They really cooled it down with the FFs and stuff. It seemed like when Trump got elected the first time, I think, was when the terrorist attacks kind of stopped, or the false flags or whatever. What words can you speak in this matrix without getting targeted? What words can you use? People were unalived today, as they would say on TikTok. They say there were 10 dead, 30 injured in New Orleans. There is video. I was surprised it was at like 3 a.m. instead of around midnight. So I can't show you videos of dead people. So I can't show you the video of the guy. It looks like a terrorist, the guy outside of the truck in New Orleans. He's wearing, it appears, army fatigues or something. So I'll tell you what that is. He was flying an ISIS flag, the guy in New Orleans. At first, the FBI DI person said it wasn't terrorism, but and then they said he's not working alone. So there's all kinds of news on it. He's not working alone, and there's apparently video. I got to find all this stuff. They've apparently reviewed video of 3 other people and 3 men and a woman or something planting bombs in New Orleans too. So thanks, Baldo. Thanks, Jennifer Freeble, who says your censored mom got her channel removed. Sorry about that. For talking because you want to F, or you think that shooter, that CEO shooter, is really hot, and you made videos about him. Yeah, they don't like it when you. That's why they took down the Nassim videos, back in the day. I'm actually wearing a Nassim shirt today, and you can't buy one because we're sold out. I think we have one left, a female and a 2XL, I believe, in the Nassim shirt. But yeah, you can't celebrate killers like that. Not on YouTube, at least. On Twitter, maybe. So you can just make videos on Twitter, Censored Mom. All right, we'll do the intro, and then I'll show you some things, okay? Sound good? Hey, welcome to the show. Happy 2025. Glad we made it. I wasn't sure. If we would, honestly. Okay, cue musical intro. Boy, that's brilliant. I do think some things in the world are real. Like you guys. You guys are real. Most of you. Most of my listeners, I think, are not just in my head. I think I have the metrics to prove it. You've taken a leap of faith today. What is that sound? And I apologize if you take offense. I'm a little offended myself. Welcome to our show. Welcome to the future. What it is, joining you live from sunny California. It's a beautiful day today. I'm your host, Nathan Stoltman. I bring you the news, the real news.
I don't wanna act too high and mighty, 'cause tomorrow I may fall down on my face. Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day. Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day.
Sometimes life is good, but then the trouble comes my way. But whatever happens, Lord, thank you for this day. When I'm feeling troubled, I lift my hands and pray that your will be done in the rain or sun. No, it's a beautiful day.
I don't wanna act too high and mighty, 'cause tomorrow I may fall down on my face. Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
So there's Doshi in the background. Can you see that dancing back here? I think it's Doshi. remember. It's a nice message. Because we're going to go over
Thanks in
some
the
dark.
morning and a thanks in the evening and a thanks when I'm feeling sad.
I don't wanna act too high and mighty, 'cause tomorrow I may fall down on my face. Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for
Yeah, I'll
pain.
play the whole thing.
It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
The world is
It's a beautiful
mostly
day.
organized.
Yeah.
The world is mostly as it should be. Just remember. All right. And Joe Biden is still president. And Bitcoin is going up for some reason. Don't know why. So I don't know. I don't know if people are convinced that like it's the end of the world yet. Who are we going to nuke? Well, are they going to blame it on? They can't blame it on Iran because they're already blaming it on ISIS. So they're saying the two vehicles were rented with the same app. But what does that mean? Apparently there's some app, just so you know, I wasn't aware of this. It's like Airbnb for cars. You can rent your car out. I might start doing that. I might get a fleet. I mean, I'm sure you could get a fleet of cars and start renting them out. So apparently there's an app. It's called Turo. That's what people are reporting, including Elon Musk on Twitter. Definitely a time that there could be disinformation flying around for sure, because people are desperate for answers. People want to know. Seems like different motivations though. Like the New Orleans attack versus the Trump Tower attack. The Trump Tower in a Tesla seems targeted at Elon Musk and Donald Trump. No? Is that weird to say? The other one just seems like your run-of-the-mill terrorist attack. Although from the videos, like there weren't very many people on the street and most people were able to get out of the way of the vehicle. But maybe I saw somebody get hit. I would show it to you, like I said. But well, first you want to hear Joe Biden. Here's Joe Biden. God, man, he's really retarded. He stumbles through this speech, I guess. So we'll play that. He only talked for a few minutes. See if it gives you confidence. Just see if it gives you confidence that they've got it all handled.
I know I can speak for all Americans when I say our hearts are with the people of New Orleans after the despicable attack that occurred in the early morning hours. To all the families of those who were killed, to all those who were injured, to all the people of New Orleans who are grieving today, I want you to know I grieve with you. Our nation grieves with you. We're going to stand with you as you mourn and as you heal in the weeks to come. I want to thank our brave first responders and law enforcement personnel who stopped the attacker in his tracks before he could kill or injure even more people. And I want to thank you to everyone at the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Justice, including the FBI, for working nonstop to investigate this heinous act. The FBI is leading the investigation to determine what happened, why it happened, whether there was any continuing threat to public safety. Here's what we know so far. The FBI has reported to me the killer was an American citizen, born in Texas. He served in the United States Army on active duty for many years. He also served in the Army Reserve until a few years ago. The FBI also reported to me that mere hours before the attack, he posted videos on social media indicating that he was inspired by ISIS, expressing a desire to kill. The ISIS flag was found in his vehicle, which he rented to conduct this attack. Possible explosives were found in the vehicle as well, and more explosives were found nearby. The situation.
Does it bother you that he can't say words? Like, should that be a prerequisite? I think people are starting to think that. I mean, if you can't say words that are put right in front of you, He'll say like part of the word. That's the president. And he's been like that for a while. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. They would have voted for him. Probably just as much as Kamala, probably in the end. Kamala, or whatever her name is. They probably would have voted for him. It's like 50-50, kind of like usual. Isn't it weird how people are? So anyway, former military. Like, once again, how many people are former military that do these things? It's frequent. Like Timothy McVeigh, right? But he looked like it. He looked like, from the picture of him outside of the dead, apparently, he looked kind of like ISIS. He didn't look much like American. But that's okay. We accept everyone in America. Do you want to hear the whole story about him? I can get it for you.
It's very fluid, and the investigation has a preliminary stage. And the fact is that right now, excuse me. There you go.
Oh my God.
The law enforcement and intelligence community are continuing to look for any connections, associations, or co-conspirators. We have nothing additional to report at this time. The investigation is continuing to be active, and no one should jump to conclusions. I've directed my Attorney General, the FBI Director, the Secretary of Homeland Security, the head of the National Counterterrorism Center, and the intelligence community to work on this intensively until we have a full and complete information. And once we have that information, I will share that information as soon as we can confirm it. Additionally, we're tracking the explosion of a cyber truck outside the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. Law enforcement and the intelligence community are investigating this as well, including whether there's any possible connection to the attack in New Orleans. Thus far, there's nothing to report on that score at this time. I directed my team to make sure every resource is made available to federal, state, and local law enforcement to complete the investigation in New Orleans quickly and to make sure there's no remaining threat. We'll support the people of New Orleans as they begin the hard work of healing. New Orleans is a place unlike any other place in the world. It's a city full of charm and joy. So many people around the world love New Orleans because of its history, its culture, and above all, its people. So I know, while this person committed a terrible assault on the city, the spirit of our New Orleans will never, never, never be defeated. It always will shine forth. We've seen that time and time again throughout its history, and I know we'll see it again in the days and weeks ahead. May God bless the people of New Orleans. May God bless our police and our first responders. May God protect our troops, and we'll keep you fully contemporaneously informed. Thank you.
Mr. Biden, have you spoken to President Trump? Are you concerned about more attacks? Have you spoken to President Trump?
President Biden taking no questions, but several minutes long statement.
Several minutes, yeah. Took a lot out of him. I think it was at his house. I think that's what they said. At his house in Delaware, they set up a thing. So he didn't have to go anywhere, at least. He did it at 7 p.m. Eastern time, which is just minutes ago, literally. Jacob's Ladder, you're hearing an echo? Is it from is my voice echoing? You guys will have to tell me what you're hearing an echo from. Everything sounds good over here. Thanks, Baldo, for contributing to the Super Chat Challenge. That's my first one this year. Thanks, Baldo. I'm sure it's going to be a bucket of Super Chats and coffees this year, and people buying t-shirts too. Make sure you guys do that. Thanks, Baldo. He says, remember 2020 on January 3rd? How do you remember what I said on January 3rd in 2020? I was hoping for, you asked what was in our future. I was hoping for new technology, psyops after psyops. Here's to many more. Is that what's going to keep us entertained? Like, what is our purpose? What is our purpose here? Is it just to observe psyops? Be surveilled by the government? What are we doing here? Okay, I'm looking on Zero Hedge. They often have many updates. So I'll go over. Writings, apparently. Okay, so I'll give you guys some news here. Let's see. This is on Zero Hedge. 10 dead, 30 injured. Truck plowed through Bourbon Street. Do you want to see some video of it? I don't know what I can show you. They'll probably have it in this article. Apparently, the guy was some reports were that he was shooting while he was driving. Although the videos, the vehicle looked like it was going very fast. EV Ford F-150 was rented, and then I guess you buy insurance through the app. I'm sure you have to have insurance. So the people who rented the car to these individuals must be, well, I guess they get a check from an insurance company, I assume. Although it might take a while because of the explosions and stuff. ISIS flag posted on the vehicle. Suspect is 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar, U.S. citizen. So there's that PSYOP angle out. It's not an immigrant, or it's not an illegal immigrant. Suspect opened fire on police. At least 2 potential IEDs planted in the area. Oh, the Sugar Bowl. I see. The Sugar Bowl was postponed until tomorrow. So there was going to be a Sugar Bowl today in Louisiana. That's right. They do a big football game around New Year's in Louisiana. I remember that. And it's a state of emergency. Oh, we got problems? Oh, no. I see the chat. We have audio problems. I hope you can hear me. They started. You guys said they started. I can restart Google. Mimsy Shrimsy says it's just fine in Australia. I wonder if our internet is going down in America. Gosh, this could really develop into something major. Maybe it'll develop into a cyber attack. Oh, okay. Hey, Prentice Lampley, watching from Louisiana. Did you notice how Biden said Norlands, like he's from there or something? Norlands. Or either that, it's because he can't talk, but Nolans. Army veteran. Somebody said he just converted to Islam in some of the reports earlier today. They have writings linking him to ISIS. ISIS, really? Writings linking him to ISIS. Yeah, we haven't had a good. It's been a long time since an ISIS attack in America. At least 4 years. It's got to be a long time. Last ISIS attack I remember in America was San Bernardino. San Bernardino, they apparently pledged allegiance to ISIS, like on Facebook. I guess this guy did too, though. So I don't know, man. New Orleans attackers' erratic behavior after converting to Islam left family reeling. He began acting erratically after converting to Islam. I wonder if he was praying to the wrong god or something. And he got like a demon. Could be. Some people are praying to the wrong god, I believe. Oops, I don't know if I can show that. So it's in the news. It's all over the place. But I don't know if I can show that. There's a picture of the guy. So I have to go like this. Jacob DeLambo says, isn't ISIS just the CIA? I don't know about just, but mainly. That was my understanding before. And all the beheadings and stuff back in the day, that kind of stuff. That guy John, Jihadi John from Britain, and all the terrorists were like white. Remember those videos of ISIS? And then there was a video of them beheading that journalist, supposedly, which was apparently totally staged. I mean, even there's articles about it being staged. They used like $100,000 camera and editing equipment. So anyway, I would show you the guy. Can't show you the guy. The FBI at first said it wasn't a terrorist attack. People are saying DEI, right? People are saying DEI. This is the lady. Okay, I'll show you this. 111 tuned in. That's a special number.
Kirkpatrick said, we'll be taking over the investigative lead for this event. This is not a terrorist event. What it is right now is their improvised explosive devices that was found. And we are working on confirming if it's a viable device or not. As Chief Kirkpatrick said, we're asking everyone to stay away from Bourbon Street, specifically from Canal Street to St. Anne. That is my ask. Once again, stay away from Bourbon Street, Canal Street, all the way to St. Anne until we can figure out what is going on. Our goal is to provide you additional information at the 11 a.m. press conference. Kirkpatrick
There you go.
said,
She looks like she's like 30. She's got a nose ring. So yeah, people are saying DEI hire. Yeah, and she doesn't like give you confidence. Certainly. But maybe that's her handler behind her, the white guy. He looks more serious. So you're not autonomous anyway, I guess. So that's probably the guy in charge. The white guy, probably, with the gray hair. He's probably telling her what to say. If I had to guess. Is that racist, though, to say that? It's racist to say it's a DEI hire. That's certainly. Okay, Zero Hedge is reporting that New York City just deployed the largest military presence in subways since 9/11 aftermath. And they're saying a massive scandal could erupt with the outgoing Biden administration, which likely did not act on critical intelligence about domestic threats. That's what they're saying. Prentice Lampley is in LA. Says it's police, state troopers, and FBI all over New Orleans at the moment. Yeah. Well, they have to assume we're under attack, you know? It's like after the 9/11 attacks or whatever. They were everybody's like, well, where are they going to hit next, you know? So, but the bomb in Trump Tower didn't do anything. Elon's talking about the telemetrics and crap. New Orleans mayor confirms. Okay, there's the truck without a body in it. So that was the truck. Pretty nice truck. Very active. There's a picture of the map. List of Islamist car ramming attacks in the West. The Nice truck attack. Yeah, see that one? He supposedly killed 86 people. That's impossible. I would just suggest I don't think that's possible. I don't see how you kill 86 people with a vehicle. That's insane. The car would stop. I mean, you can't just, 86. I don't think that sounds reasonable. But it looks like the last one was in 2017. NYC subways. They say the barrier, some witness said that the barriers were down that were supposed to be up, these hydraulic steel barriers. So there could be some conspiracy involved. I mean, the government can let it happen. They can let things happen even if they know that they're going to. Maybe improve the odds of the person. Okay, so that's looks like all I have on New Orleans. Oh yeah, then I have Kennedy saying I have Senator John Kennedy just acting kind of weird. Like, oh, we have to tell the people the truth. Like maybe he knows what the truth is, and the truth is really hard to swallow. So I don't know. You guys have to decide. You guys have to decide what the meaning of this is. But people are sharing it as if it's meaningful.
The federal government is now in charge of this investigation. By that, I mean the White House, the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, and the Department of Justice. I have not talked to the FBI. Maybe they've talked to my staff. I don't know. I did talk to the Secretary of Homeland Security a little while ago. And I told him that with all the respect I could muster, that we expect to put the full force and resources of the federal government behind this investigation. Our state troopers, our local police departments, our sheriffs, we've got many sheriffs here today, have been terrific so far. Federal government is cooperating with them. I hope that will continue. Here's what I want to ask from the federal government. Catch these people. Catch these people. And then tell the American people the truth. Now, I don't want you to tell us yet anything that's going to interfere with your investigation. And there are things that I've been told that I think are true that I'm not sharing with you today because it could interfere with their investigation. But after we get to the bottom of this, they need to tell the American people the truth, and the people in New Orleans the truth, and the people of America the truth. I think the mayor and the governor are very wise to postpone this ball game for 24 hours. There's just too much stuff we don't know, and it's just not worth it. But I guess my final point is, I will promise you this. I will, when it is appropriate and this investigation is complete, you will find out what happened and who was responsible. Or I will raise fresh hell. And I will chase those in the federal government who are responsible for telling us what happened, like they stole Christmas. Thank you, Senator.
So what do you think about that? What do you think about that? Well, I'm sure it's not that the government was responsible. Who do you think it was? Apparently, you haven't seen the Tesla truck explosion yet. So the truck apparently crossed the southern border. Where is my video of the truck exploding? I must have it. Oh, I gotta find it. I'll show you video of the truck exploding. There were fireworks in it. I don't know. It's very strange. Oops. I'll find you the video of the truck exploding. And then I don't know. You guys have to decide. I don't know if I even have any more to say about it. Is there a video I should have played? Oh, I can keep going through the Zero Hedge article. Let's see if there's more that no, I think I went through that whole thing. Then let's see what's going on with the truck with the latest. Yeah. I gave you everything about the truck. Now I have to show you the Tesla exploding. Truck, Trump. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I have to show you the video first. Here it is. Okay, cool. So they're saying people are trying to pump up Tesla and say that the Tesla was really great because it made the explosion less. So I guess that's good. But Teslas do sometimes explode. It is weird when you have to say, oh, it wasn't because the Tesla just exploded like some of them do. But you can see the fireworks in the video, which makes you think, like, what? It's interesting to put fireworks in there. You'll see them.
Copy.
I'll let you watch it again. I'll let you. You like that?
Copy.
I mean, I'll play it again and you can decide. So, yeah, that was the truck exploding. Nobody died or anything, fortunately. Oh, well, except apparently the person in the car. Let's see. Let's see what we can find. There's 5 minutes. Oh, excellent. This is perfect. I need to update myself. So I guess here's the deal with the Cybertruck. We can listen to this together.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Kevin McMahill. I'm the sheriff of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. At 8:40 a.m. Las Vegas time, we received a report of an explosion
8:48
and a fire at the Trump Towers, the iconic hotel that you see behind me. We were told that a 2024 Cybertruck pulled up to the front of the hotel. And in fact, I can tell you it pulled right up to the glass entrance doors of the hotel. We saw that smoke start showing from the vehicle, and then a large explosion from the truck occurs. There is one deceased individual in the Cybertruck, and I don't know whether it's a male or female at this time. We are investigating a number of leads, and I'm not prepared to release any of that information to you just yet. I can tell you that there are 7 victims right now that sustained injuries from the explosion.
I guess people did get hurt.
All of those have been reported to me at this point as minor injuries.
Minor.
We'll continue to hope and pray for their immediate recovery. Also, we're very well aware of what has happened in New Orleans with the event that occurred there and the number of victims there and the additional IEDs. So as you can imagine, with an explosion here on our iconic Las Vegas Boulevard, we are taking all of the precautions that we need to take to keep our community safe. We're looking for secondary devices. We're taking it slow, and we are going to make sure that we remain safe in our community. I just want to say to all of the people here in Las Vegas, there does not appear to be any further threat to our community here now. And if that changes, obviously, you will hear directly from me to provide any update to you. I anticipate later this afternoon to give you much more information on what we are finding out in this investigation. But obviously, a Cybertruck, the Trump Hotel, there's lots of questions that we have to answer as we move forward. With that, I will tell you that our entire law enforcement, first responder community is here and present and working on all of the issues that we have here, one of which is the FBI. I'm going to turn that over to ASAC Jeremy Schwartz to give a couple of comments. And then immediately after that, Deputy Chief Tommy Touchstone from the Clark County Fire Department to give you a couple updates as well.
FBI.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jeremy Schwartz, currently the acting special agent in charge for the FBI here in Las Vegas. First and foremost, I just want to say our hearts and prayers go out to the community. Even though there's only one deceased victim at this time, something like this happens in the city, and it has an effect on our people here in the community. So we recognize that, and we're here to do everything that we can to support this investigation, to jump on board with our Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department partners, which we've already done. I know you're looking for a lot of answers, and ideally right now we just don't have a lot of answers. We're going to continue to work as hard as we can over the next 24 to 48 hours to hopefully get more to you. But this time we've got a lot of questions, and we've got to figure that out before we can actually get anything out to you right now. So again, we're here, we're deploying resources, and we will continue to do that until we get to the end of this and figure out exactly what happened and why.
Morning. Thomas Touchstone, Deputy Fire Chief with the Clark County Fire Department. The Clark County Fire Department responded this morning along with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department and Las Vegas Fire and Rescue. We had a response time of approximately 4 minutes. Engine 12 arrived first on scene for the fire department to find a fully involved Tesla Cybertruck in the valet. They quickly began pulling tack lines to extinguish the vehicle fire, and also realized at the same time that there were multiple persons with injuries located around the vehicle. In total, as the sheriff said, there were 7 minor injuries, 2 of which were transported to UMC, again for minor injuries, and there is 1 fatality within the Cybertruck. CCFD's remaining on scene in coordination with Las Vegas Fire and Rescue and Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to continue to render the scene safe, to make sure that the Cybertruck is fully extinguished as it is now, and then also to recover the victim from the vehicle. And we'll remain on scene assisting Metro.
All right, good enough. They're not saying anything. All right, so somebody, male or female, or both, was inside the Cybertruck. Someone in the chat said, why didn't they just drive it straight to the hotel? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, normally a suicide bomber is a suicide bomber because they have to stay in the car until the very end, you know? Like this one, he parked. So I would have thought, why don't you just get out and run away? I mean, he would have been caught, but at least he wouldn't have been torched. Very strange start to the year. Very unexpected, I have to say. So, major terrorist plot. Someone in the chat said, I bet the truck was rented. Yeah, it was rented, and it was rented through the same application as the vehicle that was used in New Orleans. So, okay, here's the guy saying the barriers were down. Some kind of witness. So I'll play that for you. So you have all the news. I showed you the explosion of the truck. Very strange. We'll see. And then what Kennedy said was very cryptic. He was like, I'll tell you what. We're going to tell you who it was. And if we don't, I'm going to be mad about it. Like, okay, who was it? So what's the big deal? Was it an like, why? But the Trump bombing wasn't very successful. I mean, didn't kill anybody. Didn't even do any damage to the building. All right, let's
have these hydraulic.
This is the guy who says the hydraulic lifts were down.
Have these hydraulic steel barriers from past events. Last Mardi Gras, this happened to an extent, maybe not terrorism, but still people getting hit in mass population with vehicles. Those barricades were not up, period. They had the flimsy orange ones that you could just push over with your finger. We actually thought it was kind of odd because usually when you get to Bourbon Street, you can turn your back to Canal and not worry about anything. You can just walk the street, especially on New Year's, and there were still vehicles coming after 8 p.m. And then, I mean, the fact that they never raised them, that's how this guy was able to get down Bourbon Street so quickly and cause so much damage. Because there's other barricades past the Canal and Bourbon intersection. There's more like every 2-3 blocks. So what was 10 or 15 dead and 30 wounded could have only been maybe 5 and 15. I mean, who can say, but it definitely would have been minimalized because this truck cannot go around those barricades. Everything in New Orleans in the French Quarter has a balcony. All the balconies have poles, several steel posts, and there's no going around anything. If that barricade's up, that's a wrap. That's your end.
See? So who's responsible for that? That seems like a bad thing if they were supposed to be up. Yeah, we'll have to follow this, see what it develops into. I'm not gonna. I have some other news, but it doesn't seem as really relevant. Whitney Cummings said some funny stuff on New Year's Eve. Oh, let me see. Let's see what else we can find. Musk confirms large fireworks or bomb exploded Cybertruck because they have like data that's sent up to the cloud all the time. Says the Cybertruck. This is what Elon Musk said. The evil knuckleheads picked the wrong vehicle for a terrorist attack. Cybertruck actually contained the explosion and directed the blast upwards. It's true. And then it was rented on the same app used to rent the pickup truck, which I don't know. I don't know how many people are using that app. I just found out about it. I might buy a car just to rent it out to people. Wonder if it's a pretty good business. Okay, so that's the news. I think. I mean, I really do. I don't know what else I have for you, unless you guys have anything to tell me. I played Biden, played the FBI, played Kennedy, played you a video of a New Year's song, and I got a super chat from Spaldo. So that made it's making it a pretty productive New Year, I would say. You guys want to get some shirts while you're here? New Year's? Do you still have any money left? Did you spend a lot at Christmas? Check out our shirts. They're at truthclothing.io. Check them out. Like the Bitcoin Save shirt. Those are great. Those are $10. Like HODL shirts are $5. I tell you what. That is like very inexpensive for a very nice t-shirt. And then there's sales on everything there. It's all like that. But yeah, here's the Nassim shirt. It's available, I believe, in one size in this. That's what I'm wearing underneath my hoodie. Freedom of Face shirts are $5. So many shirts are $5. You'd have to be crazy not to buy them. Yeah, that's what I think about people when they don't buy them. I'm like, you're insane. That's what I think about you. Why would you not buy a $5 t-shirt? At least to lounge around it. And even if you're embarrassed to outside in it, who cares? But why would you be? Because they're amazing. Truthclothing.io. That's our clothing store. It's a clearance sale. Chuck Norris, no, we don't sell a coffee mug right now. The coffee mugs are difficult because they're very expensive to ship. And they take up a lot of space too, storage-wise. You need special boxes. It's complicated. T-shirts, pretty easy. Plastic bag, ship for shipping and everything. Chuck Norris says, I need to escape California. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I will. It's very nice here. That's what they don't tell you about California. It's like, they're like, oh yeah, it's terrible. It's very, very nice. Like the weather and the scenery and the beaches and everything. Very pleasant. At least on the coast or near the coast. Very, very nice state. That's what they don't tell you about it. So it makes it hard to leave because you're like, where am I going to go? The weather's never going to be as nice somewhere else. I don't think there's anywhere where the weather's as nice in the country, believe it or not. So it's a tough decision, but yeah, it's very expensive. So it's not reasonable in a lot of ways. No, Chuck Norris. And this is the Q&A portion of the show for Chuck Norris, at least. Did you see the California surfers surfed a record wave? No, but I was thinking about checking out the waves because they were big up at Christmas time. I was going to go to the beach, but nobody wanted to go with me. They said, stay away from the beach. I was like, oh, we got to go to the beach. They're like, you could die. I was like, oh, got to go. Got to see that. If I can die, even better. I was thinking of Point Break, that movie. I was like, oh, cool. I bet there are people like that going out surfing the big waves. Yeah, there were some dangerous waves apparently in California. Anything else you guys had on your mind? Yes, Daniel agrees. Yes, sunshine tax. Yeah, it's expensive. If you don't already own real estate, it's very expensive. But at least there's Bitcoin. I saw the price spiking. Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, the Bitcoin price is spiking. So there is that. Some people must not think, I don't know. I don't know why. I'll show you. Bitcoin is up over 95,464, but it's actually pumping a little bit. So keep an eye on that. 2025 should be an extraordinarily good year for Bitcoin. I mean, it could get to $1 million, possibly. I think, possibly. Do you think that's crazy? It could. You should definitely buy a little bit once in a while. That's all I can say. Just a little bit once in a while. It's okay. All right, people. Thank you for tuning into the show. Happy New Year's. New Year's Day 2025. Happy New Year. We'll follow this story. We'll continue. See what we find out about it. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Good seeing people. Saw some people who hadn't been here for a while. Appreciate you. You're all good people. And we'll see you next time. For now, that's what it is.